Hey friends, Angie Hernandez here, and another video today. This time it's Weight Loss Wednesday. And on Weight Loss Wednesday, I want to share with you all the things I've learned about weight loss, what I'm still learning, how weight loss hypnosis works, and how it gives you the edge when you want to change your shape. Now, I have a great tip today. It's awesome. I can't believe it. But because I'm Indiana Hypnosis Center, where those bad habits don't have to last a lifetime. Get rid of those bad habits with hypnosis. Because I'm that person, I'm always seeking out new protocols to use for weight loss. For myself, especially, but for other people who are in my boat. I see a lot of people in my age group. I'm 59. Women at that age have often been through or are going through menopause, and men are just in that boat like the rest of us are. The stuff that used to work for our weight when we were younger doesn't work the same way any longer. So we're looking for new answers. We're looking for ways to live longer and healthier. We want to be around for our families. I'm going to have a new grandchild. I want to be around for a long time. Yeah. Especially to bug you guys. No, not really. So this is a technique. It isn't my technique. I learned it at watercure.org, and I was referred there by a colleague, and wow, I learned a lot there, and I decided to try it out for myself, which is usually what I do. What I found was this technique had a big impact on cravings and on satisfaction and fullness for me. And I didn't expect that. That wasn't what I read about. It ties in with some information I've been learning over the years about drinking water, but also replenishing the trace mineral amounts in our bodies. I've learned a lot about trace minerals and how important they are to our bodies. You know, we're missing a lot of trace minerals in our country because so much of our water now is processed. You might drink filtered water, you might drink bottled water, and even city water. If you have well water, you have a better chance. But those trace minerals are very important. I didn't realize that we should be getting lithium that helps mood, and we should be getting boron, which helps against aches and pains and arthritis. And there's more. So I know a while back I changed from eating processed salt to natural salt. I happen to eat this beautiful pink Himalayan salt because I can get it locally. I know where it comes from. And the reason is because it's mined. And because it's mined and comes out of the earth, it has those minerals, trace minerals, that we might be missing. Now, trace kind of makes it sound like it's not that important because there isn't much in it. There's a lot of the dysfunction and disease that we're seeing in our bodies across our country. A big part of that's related to our lack of trace minerals. We really do need those. So just switching in my diet to this, I think helped me a lot that way. And they suggest taking in the salt in a different way. They suggest taking it in sublingually because that bypasses the stomach digestion, and it digests through the saliva and the skin in the mouth, and it goes directly to, I believe, the kidneys. Anyway, now taking the salt sublingually, the reason why that's good is it's digested in the same way. It bypasses the stomach, and it goes directly to the kidneys in this case. And if you have normal kidneys, not if you have diseased kidneys or you have kidney issues, this isn't for you then. But normally, it'll go directly there and do what it needs to do. So when I started using the salt sublingually under the tongue, I noticed a huge difference in the way it made me feel, but especially about mealtime. And so I will pass that on to you. The way it changed the way I do hypnosis is when I do hypnosis for weight loss, I normally use the virtual gastric band when I do it in person. And people, especially in the beginning, they have to deal with cravings, and they're eating a new amount. They're eating a very small amount of food now. And in the beginning, sometimes that's a little bit of an issue. Usually not much, but a little bit of an issue. As time goes on, we all have cravings. We all want different things at a time. We all want to eat a whole plate full of food. But here's what. The protocol for the salt cure, salt and water, is to, part of it is taking it before meals. And what I found was I wasn't that hungry when I took it before meals. So I changed the rules, the homework that I give clients when they come in for weight loss. And this is one of the rules, is they have to do the salt and water protocol. Now I'm going to tell you how to do it. You take the salt, this beautiful salt, just a pinch in your fingers, just a pinch, and you place it under the tongue. And you rest it in your mouth, and you just let it dissolve. Now, you're going to do this first thing in the morning when you awaken. You're going to repeat 1/2 hour before a meal and 2 hours after a meal, and then at night before sleep. So whenever you take water, you're taking the salt. Remember, you're going to need extra if you have a very hot day, if you're exercising, if you have a stressful day, and especially if you're traveling by air. You're going to need extra water, and don't ever take it without the salt. Let the salt melt under your tongue, and then once it's pretty well melted, all the way is best, but in the beginning, you might not want to wait. That's up to you. Then you want to chase it with between this 12-ounce and the 16-ounce cup of water. At home, I have a big coffee cup. That's what I use. But, between this, chase it. So in the morning, when you awaken, what I do is I go straight out to the kitchen. I get my pinch of salt, put it under my tongue, and then head to the bathroom to start my morning. And 1/2 hour before you eat, you'll see your hunger just dissolve away. I can feel it now. It acts that quick when you put it under the tongue. Then 2 hours after you eat, so let's say you're planning to eat lunch at noon. At 11:30, you want the pinch of salt under your tongue. Once that's melted all the way, dissolved, hold it in your mouth and have your cup of water. Then have your lunch at 12 as normal. Come on 2 o'clock, it's time to do it again. Pinch of salt, rest it and hold it in your mouth. When it's all gone, have a cup of water. Now, if you're a person who gets afternoon cravings or an afternoon slump, this will help. Maybe if you have a long commute or you work late at work and you don't have dinner till a late time, you may want to add an extra dose. You might want to have another salt under the tongue and a cup of water, say between 4 and 5 o'clock if you're not going to eat till 7 or 8. But again, 1/2 hour before that meal, have your salt, have your water, and 2 hours after. And then just before you fall asleep at night. It's kind of crazy how it works. But it just melts that hunger, that urge. And so I'm not sitting down at a meal thinking, oh my gosh, I've waited so long for this, and overeat. I'm just sitting down saying, I'm part of the way satisfied already. Not that big a deal. If I just eat a small amount, I can be satisfied on a small amount. So that's my hint to you today. This is the same thing I tell my weight loss clients, and I'm giving you this one for free today. Himalayan pink salt. You can use sea salt if you prefer. Just make sure it really is pure from the sea and not just processed with a little label on it. Mined salt is what we really want. So natural salt under the tongue, morning, night, 1/2 hour before your meal, 2 hours after your meal. That's your weight loss tip for the day. Now, if you like this video, hey, share it. Share it with your list or share it with somebody you think would benefit from it or like it. And as always, please like my page. Put me at the top of your contact list, your C list. And, like my channel, all that good stuff. Right down there on the like page. Send me a little message. Send me a message below on Facebook. Send me a comment. I'm going to see you tomorrow. Let's see. Tomorrow is That Kid of Mine Thursday. All right. Until next time. From me to you, friends.